Has it ever happened to you to meet someone and, with nothing more than the brush of a hand, a fleeting glance, and a handful of words, feel that this encounter would become the genesis of your undoing? The silent certainty that, from that moment on, nothing would remain the same, as though your soul, without resistance, walked toward its own vanishing, the imminent death of the self. For me, you were that revelation that shattered my stillness, a fire that devoured reason and kindled an insatiable hunger, a cannibal love, destined to fuse with the frailty of flesh and savoring the slow decay of our souls. Your abandoned clothes in the airport bin struck like a vile assault upon the life we once entwined, as if, in vanishing into the vastness of the earth, your guilt might be lost in the silence of the air. Yet, as you drag that battered suitcase, bound together by nothing but fragile tape, I saw it clearly. Even in your escape, you would carry the oppression of the past. A murderer without a weapon, a man without a name, a fugitive. Always the master of lies, while this blind devotee gathered the shattered puzzle of a man she could never decipher. The love of her life, Mr. Enigma. Now, more than ever, I know I slept with the enemy. Each night two men dwelled within your skin. One conquered my body and my heart. The other hid in the shadows, ashamed to reveal himself. Who was the man I fell in love with? The phantom that wandered through his sorrow, or the actor who embodied love with the tenderness of a martyr? Every touch, every word was his flawless act of fragility, so precise it hurt to behold, and I celebrated his lie as if it were a miracle, ignoring that the vulnerability he showed was only the mask of his betrayal. With a fervent heart, I sought to show you a new path, one where life could taste like hope and second chances. Yet, your disconnection ran so deep, so fragmented, that to expect a miracle was an act of suicidal faith. And so, we became the wardens of our own prison, a gilded cage that blinded with its gleam. There I remained, waiting for your return, quiet through your absences, enslaved to a love that mistook eternity for confinement and tenderness for possession. Yet fortune favored you, and the woman who loved you beyond reason looks back at me with the mad devotion of one who surrenders her sanity. She forgives your unawareness, your cowardice, and the slow decay that poisoned all you touched. Within her memory dwells the forsaken child who hid his tears beneath the rain, and the man of fragile beauty who, clutching her waist, craved redemption and implored for his whole world to fit within her eyes. Still, the wound from the blade of your words kept bleeding after that night when liquor made you cruel and your love turned into a dagger, the one that murdered the purest self of the woman you once held. They say a lover is a mirror, revealing not only light but the rot of the soul, a glass reflecting unvarnished truth. In you, I discovered the exact counterpart of myself, two dying gardens, watering each other while our own roots went thirsty. I regret nothing, not even the most degrading moments. I only mourn having held on to you, even when life demanded we let go. I wasn't ready to release you, even though you had already fulfilled your purpose on my path. Today, I can only thank you, because in destroying me, I found my freedom. I had to drown within my own filth to learn the meaning of my breath. My tears purified the wounds of the childhood that still chased me, so that perhaps someday I could forgive myself endlessly and eternalize my being as one captures in a painting that love that defined a lifetime.